Right, put your tinfoil hats on because today we're diving into the multiverse of madness. Specifically, the bit where Steven Gerrard, Liverpool captain, Champions League winner, Scouse icon, puts pen to paper on a Chelsea contract. It's the summer of 2005. Istanbul is still ringing in everyone's ears, but behind the scenes, a different kind of drama is brewing. Jose Mourinho wants Gerrard, Roman Abramovich wants Gerrard, and for about 48 hours, Gerrard wants Chelsea. He puts in a transfer request, and the kitman at Stamford Bridge probably has Gerrard 8 printed on the back of a shirt. This wasn't just any transfer rumour, this was a seismic event that could have ripped Liverpool apart. But what if it had happened? What if Gerrard had swapped Anfield Road for the King's Road? I'm Ned Keating, and today we're exploring the most brutal what if in Premier League history. Let's set the scene. It's May 2005, and Liverpool are 3-0 down at half-time in the Champions League final. Then Gerrard scores, leads the charge, the greatest comeback in football history. He's a god, a legend. He's lifted the European Cup, his boyhood club's most cherished trophy. But then July rolls around and the Champions League winner's glow has worn off slightly. Chelsea, newly crowned Premier League champions under Jose Mourinho, come calling with a reported £32 million offer. Gerrard, perhaps seeing the chasm between Liverpool and Chelsea in the league and perhaps looking to win a league medals winner himself, puts in a transfer request. The city of Liverpool implodes, fans burn shirts, pundits scream about loyalty, and after a very public U-turn, Gerrard signs a new contract. "How could I leave?" he said. "I'm a Liverpool player." The faithful rejoiced. The Chelsea fans just shrugged and the club signed another midfielder. But what if that U-turn never happened? So in our alternate timeline, it doesn't. Gerrard moves to Chelsea. Imagine the press conference. Mourinho with that trademark smile on his face, a slightly uncomfortable looking Gerrard next to him holding up a blue shirt with his name on the back. It's a cursed image for millions. Chelsea's midfield would now contain Lampard, Makelele and Gerrard, a combination of pure unadulterated steel and goals. Does Makelele even get a look in? Do they still sign Michael for £24 million a month later? Probably, knowing Roman Abramovich, they'd find another position for him: fullback, striker, defender, goalkeeper. Doesn't really matter. How does this impact the Chelsea squad? Well, they just won the title with 95 points. And now they'd be adding a Champions League winning captain, the man who scored that goal against Olympiacos, that header in Istanbul. Does Arsenal's invincible season look like amateur hour? Almost certainly. In this reality, Chelsea don't just win the Premier League the following season, they dominate it. Gerrard brings that drive, that sheer will to win to a team already brimming with it. Does Lampard still get the limelight? Do they butt heads? Probably, but Mourinho would revel in that drama. They probably win at least another league or two with Gerrard. The Champions League, if Gerrard had played against Barcelona in 2009, would that have ended differently? And would the final in Moscow in 2008 have gone differently if Gerrard was alongside Lampard in midfield? You'd have arguably two of the greatest English midfielders of their generation side by side at the club game. It's a frightening thought. Does John Terry still control the dressing room, or does Gerrard's arrival signal a battle of the alphas? And here's the kicker, the Michael Ballack ripple effect. In our world, Chelsea signed him for free in the summer of 2006. He was the German Gerrard, powerful, goal-scoring and a natural leader. But if Gerrard is already at Chelsea, does Ballack even move to London? Or does he move somewhere else, perhaps Real Madrid, perhaps Manchester United? And then there's the Lampard and Gerrard conundrum. We spent a decade watching England managers try to shoehorn the two of them into the same side and fail miserably. In this reality, Jose Mourinho, a man at the peak of his powers, is tasked with making it work every single week. Does he drop Lampard? Does he turn Gerrard into a disciplined holding midfielder? Or do they just outscore everyone 5-4 every week and break football? The butterfly effect is immense. No Ballack means the Champions League final in 2008 plays out differently. Maybe Gerrard is the one to step up in the Moscow rain to take that penalty instead of John Terry. But what about Liverpool? This is where it gets grim. Without their captain, their talisman, their emotional leader, how do they cope? Does Rafa Benitez stay? Does Xavi Alonso still want to play for a club who's just sold its best player? Did they even sign Mascherano and Torres without Gerrard as the glue? That 2009 title challenge, forget about it. They're a mid-table side trying to replace the irreplaceable. No Gerrard means no slip against Chelsea in 2014, but it also likely means no title challenge that year. Probably no Brendan Rodgers, Jurgen Klopp, he likely ends up at Bayern Munich instead. Liverpool's modern history from the brink of bankruptcy to Premier League champions and Champions League winners is completely rewritten. So in this alternate reality, Steven Gerrard is a multiple Premier League winner, perhaps even a 2 times Champions League winner as well. But is he still Captain Fantastic? Does he still have that unbreakable bond with the Kop? Or is he just another mercenary, albeit a very successful one, who traded loyalty for silverware? The truth is, sometimes the greatest stories are the ones that almost happened. And Gerrard to Chelsea is up there with the greatest what-ifs in English football. Thank goodness, some might say, he made that U-turn. Others, perhaps those in West London, are still dreaming otherwise. Subscribe for more stories where the archives meet the absurd. I'm Ned Keating. See you next time.